now! What are you waiting for? Yes, we are recording for the Serious Sam review! Holy shit, that kind of hurts. That kind of hurts, guys. Don't ever do that. Yeah, it's the Serious Sam HD collection that was released and no one gave a fuck. No, actually, that actually was one of our highest playthrough videos. Let's just start out with, hello, I am Brennan. We have Nick Squared! Yeah, the other Nick's there, he just didn't feel like saying anything. Yeah. Basically, alright, so we're just gonna, I played majority of these. Nick, he played the badass, side-scrolling one, and Nicky G, he just knows the name of the games. He's like, oh yeah, it's called Serious Sam, right? He's serious, isn't he? His name is Sam. He's an HD. And that's my review. You get, basically, if you're a Serious Sam nut, this is the game for you. I mean, literally, that's all I can say. If you're really into Serious Sam, you're like, God, I love those games. I wish I could play them. Oh my God! You get all of them. Even the fucking DLC for the third one. And you get that side-scrolling one that I didn't even know existed, but which is probably the best of all of them. But let's start out...
just the awesomest.
Yeah. Let's start out with the worst one, in my opinion, because it's the least up-to-date to anything. It's Serious Sam 1. Alright, Serious Sam 1 is literally, it's a lot like Doom and all that stuff where, you can't, it's just basically you walk around, you shoot aliens. That's literally the whole thing. They have story and the little text on the side, but no one fucking reads that. At this time though, you're a time traveler fighting off the, what the hell is the name? Some evil alien thing who has has an army of aliens, and you're the only one who traveled back in time to kill the aliens and stop him, whatever. I really forgot the guy's name. This is why we try to do reviews early, guys, because I actually would have remembered his name. It'll give you weapons, it's violent, bloody, honestly, this one is not in HD. I mean, maybe it is, because it's an old game, but fucking A, it does not look like it. It's challenging though. I was playing on the normal difficulty. It gets to this point. I get to the point in like the third or fourth level where I just said fuck it because they got me in this room and it was a big old room. And anytime in Serious Sam, if there's a big room, there's an assload of enemies. Anytime there's an open area, assload of enemies. And it's this big room and all these like skeleton horse things start charging at me. And there's a lot of them. And all I have is either a double barrel shotgun or a regular sized shotgun. Or a pistol, which no one uses the fucking pistol. But so I have the shotgun, and these things, they take 2 to 3 shells a piece, but yet they're just, I'm trying to dodge them, but they're coming at all angles. It becomes a huge pain in the fucking ass. And I even tried to because you could save at any time by pressing Y, which sometimes can be kind of you forget, oh yeah, what does Y do? Does Y change my weapons? No, it's fucking quick saves. So sometimes, what?
I was gonna say which Y usually is weapon change.
Yeah, Y is usually weapon change. All of a sudden I'm saving in the middle of the shitstorm. And the game kind of got boring being that it took too long to get my weapons out to me. And it was just one of those things where I picked one of them to play through all the way to the end, so this was not one of them. And so I moved on to Serious Sam 2, which is actually one of the stronger ones. Nick, you saw some gameplay of this. You probably disagree a little bit. What did you think of Serious Sam 2 off of what you saw?
I mean...
either one. One at a time. Nicky G, go.
Goes.
Okay, Nicky G, go.
Well, I mean, from what I saw in the gameplay, I mean, you kind of said it best. I mean, even Serious Sam 2 was, it really did remind me of Doom. Mm-hmm. But would it be something I would go out and buy? Not really. But I mean, the graphics, they're meh. I mean, kind of like you were saying, even though it might be an HD collection, it's definitely not exactly the most update of graphics you could find out there.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Nick, what do you think of it too?
It's very generic.
You say that, and I agree with you. But then again, you think about it. When this game came out, it might have been something kind of original at the time. I mean, I say kind of because the game and Doom, or not Doom, Duke Nukem, were kind of coming out at the same time, and those two were literally just kind of the fucking same ass fucking thing. And literally, Serious Sam 2, it's better. It's much better. They give you, as you saw in our little bloody time at the time, as you saw through our bloody time, they give you just a plethora of weapons. I was only on like level 5 or 6. I already had plethora, whatever. And it just gave you absolute weapons. This is the one that I like this one because they give you a buttload of weapons, and then they give you a bunch of cannon fodder that just comes charging at you for you to use the weapons. Like at the end of our bloody time, I grabbed the fucking minigun, and I just started destroying everything. Honestly, I could play an entire game if I just had unlimited ammo with a minigun, just walking and just demolishing all the aliens. Send whatever you want. I just sit there and just mowing down, old Painless style, It did introduce annoying time puzzles where, like, in first person, like, kind of, like, puzzles are kind of a pain in the ass. Not like, not portal puzzles, but, if this thing crushes you, you're gonna die, but it's above you, so you have to try to, like, time yourself walking. There was one of them like that. And they have a few of those, and those things were pretty fucking annoying. And like I said, the story in this one also is all in the text. And literally you're just in the mine area. It's a little bit prettier to look at, has a lot more open areas. You're not just in a fucking, a tomb the whole time. You're actually out in the open shooting shit. Now we'll get on to the more up-to-date ones. One that, I don't know. Did you see any of Serious Sam 3, Nicky G?
No.
Alright, Serious Sam 3, first of all, it takes place before the first two. It's like a prequel 3, it's kind of weird like that.
Which is weird to think about, really.
Okay, when this game starts out, you can understand. I was excited, because I started this one out, he falls out of the helicopter, Serious Sam's like, they have the worst voice actor for Sam. He's worse than Duke Nukem. Like, actually, I think the Duke Nukem voice actor does fine. This guy is just terrible. He's almost like the Sylvester Stallone, where I can't even understand him sometimes. I'm like, dude, I don't know if he's supposed to be a parody of Stallone or what, but dude, I can't understand him. Anyways, he falls out of an airplane. You have no weapons, and you find one of these Cyclops aliens. And the first thing you do is grab his eye and rip it out, and you're holding his eye, and you could throw it. And I was right there. I was like, fuck yeah.
Wait, what did he say? Didn't he say something to the effect of, you'll poke your eye out or something like that?
I think he did say something. Yeah, he did. He has some puns, he'll say. He does have some puns, and some of them are cute and funny. I mean, overall, though, the voice acting's pretty shitty. And then, apparently in this universe, they actually have other soldiers, but they're all fucking useless as hell. Like, they're like, oh yeah, and these guys are gonna do that, and then you walk up and you eventually find them, they're all, like, ripped to shit. I mean, like, Serious Sam doesn't even have armor on. He's wearing a t-shirt, for fuck's sakes, and somehow, he's doing fine. And, these guys that are supposed to be trained military soldiers can kick ass, but, like I said, the cutscenes don't look the greatest either. Like, this game, it came out, I want to say, like, either this year or something, and it doesn't look the greatest. It really kind of looks meh at best. I mean, yes, it's more violent and it has more to do than the other two, but overall, in a nutshell, it's just like a little bit more up-to-date version of the other two. I mean, you still just are running around shooting the same aliens. I found it more interesting, though, from playing the other two, of seeing these aliens how they changed them. How they made them look more for this generation. Like, one of the enemies that just had 2 rockets looked completely different in Serious Sam 2. In Serious Sam 3, he looks like a big old fat dude with rocket hands. This game does something that I never thought would happen to me in a game. It actually fucking pissed me off to the point I started yelling at the game it pissed me off to the point where I'm like, what the fuck, game? Because literally, I'd be killing enemies, I'd be slaughtering enemies, I'd clear an area out, I start fighting another area, and out of the fucking blue, more aliens just come here, and there's a buttload. It's the worst monster closet fucking game I've ever seen, where they will just keep sending enemies for no goddamn reason, except for to slow your ass down. You'll get to a wide open area, I say, spawn as many enemies do you want me to fight, then fucking stop. Because literally, it starts turning to this point where I'm just like, fuck you, game! I'm getting sick and tired of fighting the same goddamn enemy. Look, I can kill him. Bam, he's dead. You don't need to send 20 more after me. I already killed 30 of them. And it's in the same area. It gets to the point where they keep stopping you so fucking much, especially towards the end. Towards the end of this game. The very last fucking level, guys, is one of the worst goddamn things I've ever experienced. So you're in this, like, basically this, like, Grand Canyon, but you're actually in the canyon. You're in this giant canyon. And Nick, you saw a little bit of this because when you came over. You're in this canyon. And at first they're only sending these cannon fodder stupid assholes who die really easily. You know, you shoot them with your bullets, they die. And that's fine. Further you go down the canyon, and then eventually they start sending the harder enemies. And you're like, okay, well, at least I have better weapons. And then they send more of the harder enemies. Then they start mixing a lot of these enemies. Some of these enemies that can kill you in like 2 hits, they start like sending 8 of them. And for the fuck's sakes, I don't have enough goddamn ammo for all these fuckers, and I keep dying, getting my ass kicked. I get past that plethora of shit. I get past all of that goddamn shit that just didn't seem want to end. I killed like a whole group of giant enemies, and they're like, oh, you thought you were tough, huh, buddy? Well, here's 18 more of them. So I get done killing all those motherfuckers, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, here's a giant fucking boss fight, which that's fine. And you get like this weird staff of Raw thing where you have to shove in his back and all that. But the worst goddamn thing is that giant boss that you're fighting in midair, which I have to say is kind of a cool boss fight. But he does the one thing no boss fight should ever do in the history of fucking ever. Heal itself in the middle of the goddamn fight.
Sounds like Pokemon.
Yeah, literally, he starts just gaining health again. I'm like, what the fuck, game? And it's not the easiest goddamn game in the world, and then you're just sitting there like, oh, I'm just gonna heal myself because I can, you fucker. I literally got so goddamn angry at this game. I just said, fuck it, I'm not gonna beat him. I'm purposely not beating your fucking game. I am not wasting any more goddamn my time. Because literally, the game drags out so it's a 9-hour fucking game. 9 goddamn hours of you doing the same exact shit. You just run around shooting aliens. That is too goddamn long to shoot aliens. I'm sorry. When people say, well, all you need in a game is just to shoot aliens, you don't need a fucking story. No, you need a story, because when you just shoot aliens, it's boring. It dreads on you. You're just sitting there like, oh my fucking god. So let's get into something that might just almost save this HD collection. The Serious Sam Double D XL, whatever the fuck that thing's called.
The greatest side-scroller ever.
This greatest side-scrolling shooting game ever. I mean, seriously, Nick, god damn it, you made me, like, regret deciding to play basically through, Serious Sam 3, because I'm like, this is the one I should have played. It was so much better.
It was like Contra on crack.
It really was. Yeah, that is a perfect example. It is Contra on crack. It's just like, oh yeah, it kind of has the same challenge to Contra where your character, like Sam, he can't take a lot of hits, but it's more forgiving with like, oh, it has checkpoints here and here and here. But then again, it has one of the greatest things ever. You can hook not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6! 6 guns together and shoot them all at the same time.
And one of those guns can even be a chainsaw.
Yes, and you get a chainsaw, which is actually really useful. And, I mean, the game is just so fucking cool. I mean, I was playing that and I was just like, I have a smile again playing this game. Yay!
And you can play that game anywhere between 50% speed and 150% speed.
Well, let's be honest. You put it on the 150% speed when we were playing. And
that was a good pace.
It was a good pace. That was like normal pace, really. I wouldn't want to play that game on 50% speed because it'd feel like it'd just really be super slow. It would just like...
My favorite part of that game that we got to, monkeys with their legs cut off and jetpacks strapped to their legs with an axe for one hand and a chainsaw in the other hand.
Oh, I know, it was so freaking cool. They have some of the similar enemies, like in the regular Serious Sams, where you got, there's the Cyclops thing, which you, like Nick, and by this time they hear this, they'll have seen our Bloody Time, with the Bloody Time where you were piling those bodies on top of each other just to get out of there. Those are the Cyclops enemies. They have some of those. But then they also have like new enemies that are just fucking crazy, like the monkeys with their legs cut off,
or the weird pancake monsters,
or the pancake monsters that explode, or even our boss fight we got to the end of the Bloody Time, which was the gigantic ape.
Oh yes, I remember the gorilla,
the like giant general gorilla thing that was floating around, and oh my god! And you have giant beetles you have to fight, and then they have those goddamn creepy ass shopkeep and also main villain of the game.
Oh.
They have like two different one of those. That's not in the original game either. Which,
yeah. Of course, the part you got to play that no one saw, Rocket Snowboard.
Oh, Rocket! No, they'll see it. Oh no, they didn't see it because we cut it off. Then, yeah. There's a point in the game, right? We cut off in our Bloody Time, and I literally got a rocket snowboard, and literally they actually had enemies come after me on other rocket like skis or something. And you just got to shoot them, and it was so awesome. This game, literally, Nick, you basically made the best thing of describing this game. It really is Contra on fucking crack. It also has co-op, which, god damn it, I kind of wish I had a second controller, because I totally would have plugged in another controller, and we both could have played, and that would have just been awesome.
Someday that game will go on sale, and we shall have it.
We will. Oh my god, that was okay. So they have 3 other games in this collection of 4. The other 3 I could throw away. I can give to Goodwill. If I can just get that goddamn game, I would be happy, because that is the fun. That is so much goddamn fun. It is so fun. It's almost also kind of like, I wouldn't want to say Metrovania style, but it plays where you can find weapons, but they're not, detrimental to what you need to do. You could be like, there's a shot, or like in our Bloody Time, we actually saw a chainsaw. I mean, you have multiple opportunities to earn that chainsaw, but you can earn it way sooner than when I got it. And there's many different paths you can take. You can take, and it's really something that it's really just awesome. It's just it's the best thing. It is really just kind of, I don't know, it's the only reason why I could even play this thing. But then again, I just say, go on the Xbox Live Marketplace and just find it and download that. You don't need to play these other ones. I'm sorry. The other ones aren't worth a shit. I don't know. Nick, you can give, I would say you can give, I give you permission to review that side-scrolling one. Yeah, just, Nick, real quick, just review that side-scrolling one, because that was the only one you really got your hands on.
I don't know, we pretty much covered everything. It is a crazy-ass fun adventure, and I've never seen a game that let you just strap 6 guns together and call it good.
I know, it was,
we have like 2 machine pistols, a shotgun, a Tommy gun, a regular pistol, chainsaw, and another shotgun.
Yeah, we had so many. Oh, we also forgot about like some of the things that I don't really see too often, and that was like, we kind of mentioned the whole stacking the bodies on top of like just killing them, bunch of enemies just to climb out. Killing a shit ton
of enemies just to climb out on top of their piled corpses.
Or that, and what I had to do with the making the enemies fall into the grinders to clog up the gears so I can get across. I thought that was just so freaking cool. I'm just like, this is awesome. What the fuck what are you guys doing in these other games, huh? Well, who was the developer in your Serious Sam area who's like, dude, no one cares about our stupid story. No one cares about fighting these same enemies. Let's just go apeshit with it. I mean, later on, there's actually like floaty kittens that we have to kill. And I'm just like, it's just so fucking cool. I'm just like, come on! I wish I would have played this fun. It was just, I actually technically still have the Serious Sam collection. I might just finish that game, because I haven't gotten around to sending it back from gameplay. Anyways, yeah, you want to just slap on a rating there, Nick?
Well, the whole collection, I'd probably give a D. But just that one double XL, triple D, whatever, fucking, I give that a good C+, B-.
Yeah, okay, first of all, we're talking that last one up. I have to say, though, it is only like an hour or 2 long, because we played we played about 45 minutes of it. We got pretty far through the game, I'm not gonna lie. Because we already got halfway through it in our one Bloody Time. And
if you find it on sale for like $5, it's probably worth $5.
It's a $5. Yeah, it's a $5 thing. Nikki G, real quick before we, wrap it all up. Anything you want to ask?
Nothing that's important, because it would bring your high down.
Yeah, okay. You're like, well, actually in Serious Sam 3, don't you talk about that game. Alright. So I'm gonna say this. If I had to do, all right, this is how I'm gonna do this, people. The overall collection, I'm gonna be with Nick. It's a D. The overall game, the overall HD collection, it's a D. The only reason why it's a D is because that double XL thing, because that's the only thing that's a saving grace. Now, if you excluded that double XL, I would have gave the whole thing an F, because fuck the third one. Fuck the third one right up its little asshole. Really, just oh my god, it just. Oh my god, it just drives me nuts. But like Nick was saying, and he made, just if you get the double XL one, just look for it on sale, $5, totally worth it. Any more, I would say, it's like I said, it's not very long. So yeah, that is it. That is Serious Sam HD collection. Oh my god, Ugh.